Fat salmon is rich in super calories. Take a bite and leave a fragrance on your lips and teeth when food is plentiful. Brown bear bites crazy overeating. Round and plump fish eggs with distinct particles. The instant of chewing, the film breaks hard. The sweet juice has an endless aftertaste in the mouth. Tear open the oil inside the fish skin, which is dense and delicate. Every bite is a feast full of heat. They prioritize high-calorie foods. The remaining fish will be discarded directly, to ensure all parts of the body are filled with fat. Saved up enough thick fat armor to survive the long winter. To protect the three cubs, Shomla Luna and Ursula Brown Bear engage in a fierce battle. Although the child was saved, but Luna herself was seriously injured. In his current state, he can't hunt at all. At the bottom of this bitter cold, any injury can be life-threatening. Not to mention, he now has three cubs to feed. Suddenly there was a seductive smell in the air. A beached whale deserves to be ahead. Even if the corpse is decomposed, but there are still tons of fat inside to eat. Unfortunately, the body has been taken over by a male brown bear. Start from the field of strength. He has priority. And no matter how hungry the other brown bears are, I can only lie on the side and wait quietly. Luna really wants to live in it. As long as you can take a bite, he can solve the current dilemma. Obviously, male brown bears do not have the habit of sharing food. Unless he can be like this male and female. It gives the males emotional value. Because the crystal skin is too hard, all they have to do is stick their claws inside and keep stirring. Pull out the strips of fat. Feast on beauty. Males start mating once they are full. This seemed like an opportunity for Luna to eat. And here comes another strong brown bear. He is the child who bit Luna. The killer is the boss of Brown Bear Street. How could he be absent from such a grand party? But as the occupier, how could he easily hand over food and beautiful women? Luna's family can only be forced to wait. This fight over food and mating rights. Absolutely lethal. Only the stronger side can get it. All resources. Obviously. Another crushing victory at the killer. He took over the rights of geniture and mating eligibility. Luna can't take risks with her children. He wants to escape with the children as soon as possible. As a new mother, Luna only now knows the hardship of raising a baby. From the birth of the child for a full 6 months, she hasn't even had a decent meal. Food remains the greatest challenge at present. Hungry Luna, leading the children towards the beach. She vaguely remembers every time food was scarce, Mom would always bring her here to eat. After the sea recedes, beneath the bare sand, hidden an unparalleled delicacy. The brown bear's sense of smell is that of a hunting dog. It can smell twice as accurately as 20 centimeters below the beach. Butter isolation meat fat. Highly nutritious. This is also after Luna's hibernation is over. Eating decent food for the first time. The little guys are excited about the shellfish on the beach. Full of curiosity. Just the first contact. Obviously a little caught off guard. One isolates about 20 calories. Luna will eat at least 2,000 to fill the stomach. But the rapidly rising waters don't give them much opportunity to eat. Just replenished energy. Luna will convert it into milk to feed the young. Although a small gree cannot fill the stomach. But it is also the most stable food supply currently. Suddenly a familiar smell hit the wind. Due to the continuous training, forced male brown bears to chase all the way in the past. And Luna's 3 cubs will be seen by males as a competitive pair. Hand facing the approach of the brown bear, Luna took the children to evacuate in a hurry. Due to the immobility of the arm, Luna has a hard time taking her child away from the pursuit of males, so I ventured into the rushing river. What seems like a threat is actually not safe. In a weak body, it's hard to resist the impact of river water. Huge rivers transport the smallest cubs out of Luna's sight. After docking, I found that one was missing, and the youngest cub has disappeared without a trace. Raising 3 cubs at the same time, it's too hard for Luna. He didn't have time to mourn his children. Luna's heart was wrenched by the loss of her son. But life goes on. He had to carry the children along in search of food. And male brown bears don't show any mercy. He will follow until mating with Luna is complete. Spring and summer. Luna's arm has healed. Life is hard. But he also barely managed to save the children's lives. Luna took the children to the coast exit. Hibernation will begin in a few weeks. If the family wants to survive the cold winter, they have to get enough fat here. But their food. But in the distant Pacific Ocean. Every June, The mandarin fish will have a life and death epic game. In the meantime, they'll be piling on shrimp. Prepare for the long journey to the millennium. Wait until the body is fully mature. They instinctively return to their birthplace to breed. In the process of traveling back, they will be at the intersection of seawater and freshwater. A short stay. Let the regulatory system of the gills and kidneys gradually switch mode, completing the adaptation from seawater to freshwater. This process is also known as strict domestication, but before the salmon arrive, they will continue to starve. Large numbers of brown bears are heading to the estuary to gather. No one wants to be wrong. Celebrate the annual salmon feast. Even the hungry gray wolf is long overdue. While waiting, male brown bear, they'll even fight for the perfect spot. A good location can be tasted first. The first wave went to the red carp, and Luna can't have children and males. Seize the booth. The family of 3 can only stare from the side. After 2 weeks of domestication along the way, collective march towards the place of birth. An epic feast of mandarin fish is coming. Come and rise. It heralds the coming of the dynasty. Stunning brown bears have taken to the fishing position. The ferocious Yu dynasty attacks strongly. Brown bears that have been hungry for a year have started fishing. As long as it can be eaten, they're going to binge eat. Fat salmon is rich in super calories. Take a bite and leave a fragrance on your lips and teeth. After the bitter days of eating soup and vegetables, finally ushered in the peak food season. All brown bears can profit from it. Turtles are the fattest this season. The body is full of fat. And plump roe. Just squeeze a little. The orange eggs will gush out. One salmon has 4 kilocalories. Only 25 can meet the peak intake of 100,000 cards in a single day. But the greedy brown bear, hundreds of salmon are killed every day. When there is enough food to eat, they only eat seeds, the fatty part of the skin. As for the fish, it will be directly discarded. The gray wolf has no skill in catching fish, but they rely on the reward of a good brother. You can still eat the sweet fish. Hungry Luna looks at the delicious food in front of her. Finally, I couldn't resist the temptation, but once he leaves, the little ones will be left unattended. This instead gives the gray wolf an opportunity. Although the cubs are still young, but they already have the ability to fight back. Luna hears the cries of the children and hurries. Run over to meet. Watching food right in front of you, Luna had to go hungry with 2 tow bottles. They can't survive the winter without food. Luna can only bring children. Look for a place without competition. Although there is no male threat in the canyon, but this year the number returned is pitifully small. Although there are all female brown bears here, but there is still a high and low status. And on top is the queen of the falls. In terms of strength, he is the largest in size. Excellent fishing position at the shoulder. The queen of the falls is a well-deserved fossil man here. He can decide who can eat here. Although females do not hunt their young, but Luna's physical strength is obviously not enough in front of him. To replenish energy, Luna even eats the leftovers underwater. Leftovers won't be spared. This is also the first time the children have tasted the taste of fish, although not delicious. But it's also the best food you can eat right now. Salmon on their way back. You're going to run into obstacles. Environmental destruction will cause the school of fish to be unable to swim upstream, and during this time, the body of the mandarin is quietly changing. Before oil return, mandarin fish eat a lot of astaxanthin-rich krill, a keratin-like substance, are stored in the muscles. Once the oil return starts, the mandarin will stop soaking. At this time, the metabolism in the body causes the silver pigment in the skin to gradually decompose and disappear, forcing the body to take on a vivid blood red color. If the obstacles ahead cannot be cleared, all the salmon will die here. A just-in-time raid. The water level of the river is rising rapidly. The trapped turtle fish is like an arrow from danger. They had to act fast, because they don't have much time left. Hungry brown bears have been waiting in the estuary for a long time. Fat red turtle fish. No doubt a gift from God. To reproduce, it's about getting through layers of barriers. The hungry brown bear has been waiting for a long time. When the number reaches a certain level, the brown bear just needs to open its mouth wide. In places with more doubts, conflict is also the most powerful. While the other brown bears are hiding, hungry Luna with children I can only watch from the sidelines. He has to wait until the other brown bear dare to end up after eating dry and naked. The brown bears who were full of food and drink withdrew one after another. Now it's finally time for the Luna family to enjoy. Little ones are terrified of uncharted waters, but soon they will fall in love with it completely. Hungry Luna finally gets her food. A beautiful family of 3 began to taste. Every bite that Luna eats will greatly increase the survival rate of the pups. Only her body stores fat to bring a steady stream of drainage to the children. When food reaches a certain level, Luna's appetite has also become picky. Rip the skin. The inside is wrapped in a delicate layer of grease. Every bite is a feast full of heat. He prioritizes high-fat foods. The remaining fish will be discarded directly. Such a high density of salmon greatly reduces the energy consumption when catching fish. Little guys, I also learned to catch fish like my mother. The skills learned here, they can last a lifetime. This God-given iron-digging feast can last for months. They're going to overeat during this time to ensure that all parts of the body filled with fat saved up enough thick fat armor to survive the long winter. After a narrow escape, the surviving turtle fish have arrived at their spawning ground. Red skin is more conducive to attracting female attention. To give the opposite sex an excellent spawning position, male salmon will fight for it. After confirming the relationship, the sediment will be cleared at the same time. A comfortable environment ensures that the air is usually magnetic, attributed to the ability to lay more than 4,000 eggs. Male ejaculates semen to fertilize fish eggs. This return trip almost exhausted the experience of being trapped. They can't make it back. This 2,000-kilometer return journey, it's a one-way ticket in itself. After completing the mission reproduction, the mandarin fish is gradually dying. Their departure allows more lives to continue. Successfully fertilized turtle eggs hatch in 30 to 40 days. But the migratory gene is in their veins. Knowing that this is a journey of 9 deaths and no life, but still go to the mission fearlessly. In the blink of an eye, winter is approaching. The temperature plummeted. White world of ice and snow. There's no room for them. What this meal belongs to the feast. A family of 3 accumulates enough fat to survive the cold winter. But what they never expected was the number of mandarin fish next year will decrease precipitously. Without the energy supply of the mandarin fish, Luna with 2 babies waiting to be fed. How to survive?